Hey guys, good evening all. Can one confirm you can see my screen, right? Guys, am I audible?
Sir,
Okay, yeah, thanks for confirming. You are able to see my screen, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, this was an introduction session for those who are, the newcomers. And so first, let me introduce myself. So, this is Chanti. I have completed my post graduation in Department of Computer Science, and I have experience more than 8 years in IT and more than 10 years in training. The currently I was working on a insurance project, and the current role is backend. And this completely project was developed in backend in Java Spring Boot microservices, and the front end will be in a React. Mostly my contribution will be, a backend development. Okay, so this is regarding myself. And as part of today's session, guys, I'll be delivering these things to you today. So the first thing I'll go with a scratch. What is a full stack developer, and what is the content of full stack developer, and who is a Java full stack developer or a Python full stack developer, and how many types of projects are exist in IT. And if you learn this full stack, so where you will be fit into this projects. So that's the induction part I'll be taking. And guys, make mute yourself always. So if any queries, you can unmute if there is no much noise from your background, or always use a chat box for the queries, guys. Okay, there is no specific time that you can ask me the questions, so you can use a chat box for any time to raise the questions. Okay, and always in view because the sessions will be recorded, and yeah, you can listen the session if you miss anything, and this backup will be available for 1 week. Okay, the recorded session, and whatever I was typing in the class notes and whatever I'll typing in a paint, everything will be shared to you through Google Drive. Okay, and yeah, one more thing. Uh, so in upcoming, guys, I'll be taking your DBMS course and then your UI. So during the sessions, yeah, I'll be not in a impression that you already have a knowledge on this DBMS and UI. So everything I'll see is from zero. If still people will difficult, yeah, please you can use the chat box and can feel free to ask the queries. Okay. So yeah, I think we are good to start. So yeah, do you have any questions for me before I want to start? Anyone? Yeah, guys. If no, can you please bring in the chat at least one letter? No. Can you have any questions for me? Or you can use a thumbs up symbols. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for confirming. Okay, Jyoti. 1 second, guys. Okay. Guys, now I'm audible, right? Please confirm once.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Your names. Let's say if your name is Sandhya. Okay, so please edit your name this way. So you are from FP10 or FP11 this way. Please edit your name in a Zoom chat. Since my all sessions will be online, I cannot track you guys by seeing your faces. Okay, that's not possible, right? So please edit your name, and whenever I ask the questions, you can unmute and you will be responding, correct? And yeah, if I give any task, you'll be sharing your screen, and I'll be reviewing your code, right? So yeah, during that process, I have to make note your name, and your names will be given to Rakesh sir, and so that the Rakesh sir will have the priority for in interview pools. Okay, it's mandatory. Please edit your names. I could see your just first name like Lasya, Jyoti. Okay. And I could see now Sandhya, you changed to FP12. Thanks. Charan, FP11. Good. Yeah. This way, guys, please edit your name. Okay. If we suggest your names to Rakesh sir, then the Rakesh sir will keep your name in, in placement pools. Okay. This is mandatory. Everyone has to edit your name, please. Okay. Guys, I think we are good to start. So I'll start. What is a full stack developer first? So in 5 to 7 years back, right? So the companies are looking for individual role guys. So they clearly mention their job profiles. They'll say something they are looking for. They are looking for a React a front end developer guys. See what I was talking about. This is a 10 years back story, guys. Okay, in 10 years back, let's say some company, let's say some ABC company, that ABC company, yeah, they clearly mentioned their, the career portal that, they are looking for, a React, a front end developer. They clearly mentioned it. Or they clearly mentioned something, they need, a Angular front end developer. They clearly mentioned it. They clearly, mentioned that, in their portal. Similarly, yeah, they'll clearly mention that portal saying something they need a Java backend developer. Java backend developer. So what is front end, back end? Everything I'll be briefing as part of today's session. You need not worry. Okay, you need not worry. But I was explaining, the existing use cases. So yeah, they'll clearly mention, they need, Java backend developer or Python backend developer, .NET backend developer like this. And also they'll mentioning something, they need, a SQL developer, SQL developer, or NoSQL developer. SQL in the sense, yeah, they'll mention something like this case actually. Then Oracle developer, Oracle database developer, Oracle database developer, or mm, MS SQL, MS SQL database developer. And yeah, this is first one is about they're talking about a front end, right? In front end, if you see, there could be Angular or React, and next they are talking about a backend. So backend can be a Java or Python, or it could be a .NET or PHP or a Kotlin, whatever it is. Similarly, if you see the third thing, yeah, they're looking for a database developer. Similarly, yeah, they'll mention something that they're looking for Azure DevOps developer. Yeah, these are all DevOps developer guys, and they'll mention AWS developer, or let's say something GCP DevOps developer. So like that, they're clearly mentioning in 10 years back scenario. I was talking about clearly. This is 10 years back scenario, guys. This is something what's happening in 10 years back, but now currently, guys, the situation is okay. Currently, the situation is they're clearly mentioning that they need a full stack developer. Okay, this company, okay, let's say the company something IBM, they're clearly mentioning that they're looking for a Java, a full stack developer. They're clearly mentioning this way. They're clearly mentioning this way. So now if you see the examples I covered here, Java is a part of backend, right? Because Java is a part of backend, and they're clearly mentioning full stack. So Java plus full stack is nothing but, guys, Java space full stack is nothing but any one of front end he should have a knowledge. Any one of the database he should have a knowledge, and any one of the DevOps knowledge guys he should consist it. This guy should know Java, and this guy should know any one of the front end, right? Angular, and this guy should have a knowledge on any one of databases, and this guy should have a knowledge on some DevOps technologies, guys. DevOps, the technologies. So these people are considered full stack developers. Similarly, they'll mention, let's say one more company, HCL, right? If they're looking for something Python, same thing is in backend, the Python will be there. And in front end, again, either React or Angular, database again Oracle or MySQL, and DevOps either Azure or AWS or GCP. As part of today's session, I'll be briefing it what is front end, what is back end, what is database, what is DevOps. No worries. Okay, I'll be taking care of it. But on high level, everybody should understand that what is full stack developer. A full stack developer is a developer. That guy should have a knowledge on Java and rest of any one of the front end or DB or DevOps technologies, guys. I hope this has make sense. Everyone, please confirm. Can you confirm in the chat, or at least you can use some thumbs up symbols, guys, if you are clear on this. Guys, can I get some thumbs up symbols, please, or at least one letter acknowledgement in the chat? C. At least one type, one letter C. A big Abita, thanks. Lasya, thanks for your acknowledgement. Guys, please others use chat or thumbs up symbols just for acknowledging it. Yeah, thanks, Sandhya. Guys, why you will be so silent, man? At least you should acknowledge me. If it is not clear, also, yeah, you can happily convey in the chat. I'm happy to take it, and I can explain in another way. Okay. Yeah. Good. I think I got most of you guys acknowledgements. Good. I think we are good to go. Okay. So this guy, full stack developer, nothing but he can do everything now. Maybe I can have some slides. Yeah, I'll be showing you some slides to make you more context on this. Okay. Just allow me to represent a few slides. So I was talking about these things, guys. Now wait, it's loading. Wait. Wait. Yeah. So I was talking about this. What is a full stack developer? And just imagine, guys, if you want to construct a home, okay, if you want to construct a home, so the front end, if you see the doors, windows, pane, correct? From outside of the home, if you see it, you can see doors, windows, pane. That's it, correct? This is front end general.
Your voice is not audible, sir.
The plumbing and wiring and structure, these are all commanded, the back end, correct? So I hope you, at least you got the context what is front end and back end. But let me please confirm. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I think there was, network glitch. I'm back. I've shared my screen. Can you please confirm you can see my screen, right? Uh, Guys, can one confirm you can able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks, Lasya. Okay, fine. So, guys, what I was talking about, so just I want to show you practically what is front end, what is back end. Guys, if you open any one of the website, yeah, this is in a home page, correct? So in a home page, if you see, you can see images, and you can see, a search bar. I mean, you can say search input field, and there's a location picker. right? And the right side, guys, you can see login or sign up button. And then you can see, a basket button. And here, guys, you can see a drop down. And these are some links, right? And down, guys, you can see some, categories. And here you can see one product information. So there, if you see the, it's a discount percentage and the product image, whether it is veg or non-veg, ETA, right? Like that, a lot of content you can able to see, right? This is called something, UI, nothing but user interface. But you don't know how this data coming, right? Guys, you don't know, this how the chocolate ice, the chocolate ice cream is coming here, right? How these products are configured. I mean, the offers are configured, right? You don't know how this data coming at backend, right? So that backend is nothing but that's developed by backend technologies, guys. Okay. So whatever UI you are seeing now, this UI can be developed by using front-end technologies, front-end technologies. 1 second, I'll be back to my slides. Wait, slides. Wait. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. So front end, nothing but this in a general use case, and yeah, this is something in a back end. A full stack developer can do the both, guys. Now, if you see, this is what I was about to explain. A front end is what users see. Correct. I just now showed you, right? Buttons, forms, pages, links, images. Okay, drop down, search fields, all are part of the front end. And here, guys, the backend is nothing but what happens in the beginning. So I just explain you where was that image is coming, right? So how the logic was written and how the security is maintained for our data, for the customer data. So that's all about the backend. So if you think a restaurant, guys, a front end is nothing but a menu. We can say simply, and a back end is nothing but, guys, you can just imagine a kitchen, right? Where was exactly the food was prepared. So a full stack developer is like a chef who can also serve customers and design the menu. See, guys, the last statement again you need to read it. A full stack developer can do the both. He can create menus and he can serve the food. Serve the food is nothing but generally the front end. Okay. And preparing the food is nothing but the back end. In 10 years back, there's a two different teams should be there, front end team, back end team. And the front end people does not have any context on back end, and the back end people does not have any context on front end. But nowadays, the IT people are looking for a developer, the one who know the context of both. That's what a full stack developer. Now, if you see, guys, why there's a huge demand for full stack developer nowadays. So the only reason is the first is cost effective, because one person can handle both. Correct, right? One person can handle both. He can write the code at front end and he can write the code at back end. And definitely, the development will become very fast. So in general, right, let's say if front end developer leave on the day, right, if backend guy develop an API and hand over to him and he is not available, then definitely the development lag will be there. Correct. But yeah, now if the backend API return, he need not to worry about the front end guy. He can also do the integration. That's what. So he need not to wait for some. And there's a lot of communication gap in real time, between the teams, guys, the front end and back end team. Okay, so that coordination also it will become easy, because if a guy knows both, yeah, he can do the things very fast. Correct. And one more thing is, if you learn this full stack, the benefit is tomorrow you can do the code completely at front end development and completely at the back end development, and you can apply for the both jobs. Okay, you need not to stick on you can apply the job for solely backend, or you can only apply for the job for front end. You can apply the job for both ways. Okay, so this is the versatility in nature. If you have a knowledge on the full stack developer. And let's talk about what is Java specifically. You understood now what is full stack. Now this also I explained in a notepad, but let me brief this way. So a full stack developer is someone who builds front end and back end, but he should have a knowledge on Java C. But he should use Java at back end. He should not use Python or Kotlin at back end. He should use Java only. Now, if you see the technical stack, okay, this is a table is very important for everyone. So what stack you should know it as a front end developer at the end of the day. So the first layer is front end, right? That's what we were talking about, right? So guys, if you want to, if you want to write the code for front end, you should have a basic knowledge technology like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, basic. On top of basic, you should learn a framework like React or Angular or Vue.js. So guys, this table, if you see, this is the front end layer, a user interface we can develop. If you want to develop this front end, the basic topics are this one, guys. This is the base topics. And with this base, no one developing the projects nowadays. That's what I was concluding. If you learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, that doesn't mean that the whatever the company that hiring you, they'll not blindly sitting into a project, guys. If you know the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you should have a knowledge on the framework, like something React. First, you should start learn HTML, CSS. These are all fundamentals and basic technologies. On top of it, guys, you have to learn something frameworks. Might be have a big question here. So how frameworks differ than a technology? Yeah, I'll brief you guys. What is the difference between technology and a framework here? Let's say if you want to drink coffee, if you just want to drink coffee now, tell me guys how you'll do that. The approach one is, yeah, you have to buy the milk, right? Right, and every ingredient you have to buy it, correct, and you have to come to the home, then you have to start prepare, and at the end you can have it, correct. That's the step one. And step two is, if you have a coffee machine, right, so you need not to prepare everything manually, right? Just the thing is, you need to pour some milk and some decoction you have to use, give it to the machine, then machine automatically gives to you, right? This is a second approach. So your first approach is nothing but learning the basic concepts. Okay, and the frameworks are nothing but the ready-made tools, guys. That doesn't mean that ready-made tools does not have a code. You should write some code. But nowadays the projects are using the frameworks rather than technologies, guys. Does that make sense? The difference between this technology and framework? Can you please unmute and confirm? Guys? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I was asking you guys, are you clear on this? Or you want me explain this in a different way? Okay, maybe I'll conclude this is one more time. Okay. So I just now shown you Big Basket homepage, correct? Whatever the homepage you are seeing, like images, logos, buttons, links, okay, the product image and the offer, everything. If you want to design that, you should learn technology as step one, and then you should learn frameworks if you want to develop it. Sir, why? Why first we have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then React? Yes, guys, if you take a coffee machine directly, and if you start using this coffee machine from day one of from day one itself, you don't know, right, how it is prepared manually, correct? How it is prepared manually, you don't know it, correct? So first you should know how it is prepared manually, correct? That's what learning of your technology is. So technology will help you how the things are developed from scratch, and React, guys, on top of it, how it is uh, made automatically. That's the React will tell you. So the phase one is you have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. On top of it, guys, you have to learn the frameworks. And this is not only for front end, guys. This is not for only front end. And the second layer is back end, right? In second layer also the same thing. You should first learn Java, and here the Java nothing but you should learn both core and advanced. If you know core and advanced, that doesn't mean that the company will not pull you directly into the project with core and advanced Java knowledge. No, you should learn frameworks, guys, like Hibernate, Spring, and Spring Boot. If you know these things only, yeah, they can pull you into the project, because now companies are using React or Angular or Vue for front end development, and the companies are using Spring Boot for back end development. So then why our institute will not teach directly Spring Boot. That's what I was telling from beginning. There's no direct step for learn Spring Boot. First, you should start from Java. Nothing but core Java, then advanced, then only you'll be learning Hibernate, Spring, and Spring Boot. This is the flow, guys, that you need to know it. Okay. Now the next thing is databases. Yeah, these are the databases you should know. Either SQL or NoSQL. You should have a both also. Yeah, that's have a huge demand now. Okay. Okay. And the last one is DevOps. Yeah, either you should have a knowledge in Azure or AWS or GCP. Guys, next 30 minutes, I'll be briefing for you what is a front end technologies, what is back end technologies, what is database technologies, purpose. With that big basket application, I'll show you. Don't worry. And even what DevOps people will do also, I'll show you. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, even I can conclude what is full stack developer roadmap also at the end. Okay, so I think at least you have some context know what is full stack developer. Guys, do you have any questions so far? All good? Can you please ping in the chat? All good? Sir, what is the use of Node.js? Hey, thanks, Rakesh, for asking the question. So your Node.js is a part of the backend, buddy. It's a server actually. Okay, it's a part of the backend only. So on top of the Node.js, we can run JavaScript to front-end frameworks, and the backend frameworks. Okay, maybe here I can show you this. See, if I say one more point here. So this is backend is Java, Python, and one more let me introduce JavaScript. Through JavaScript also, guys. Yeah, through JavaScript also, you can run the full stack development. Again, if you see the same scenario, your JavaScript will become a backend. Yeah, using JavaScript also can become a backend, and front end will be the Angular or React. DB will be mostly we use NoSQL here, and DevOps as usual. Any one of them you need to know. Okay. That frameworks has separate IDs to perform the task. Separate IDs. No. Actually, see, ID is a separate concept now. Okay, it's kind of software where you can write the code. Okay. Yeah, from core Java onwards, you can write the code in Eclipse or IntelliJ. Okay, that's backend. And front end, yeah, from HTML to React, everything you can write in Visual Studio Code. That's IDs. If I'm not wrong, Krishna, you're talking about IDs, right? So for front end development, it could be a React or Angular. We use Visual Studio Code, guys. And for backend, if you are a Java, yeah, you'll use Eclipse or IntelliJ or STS mostly. Okay, right. Thanks, guys. For interesting questions. Good. I'm good to hear. I mean, at least you are asking the questions. Okay. Okay, guys. I think we are good to. I think understand what is front end and backend technologies now. Guys, as I just now briefed, if you see this user interfaces, now in this user interfaces, I'll tell you, the journey now. Yes, I'll tell you, the journey now. This is a search box, correct? Right? And if you type something else, you'll get a PLP page, right? On top of PLP, from the PLP, you'll get into the PDP page, right? I know you don't know this all the time. I know it. Okay. I know, guys, you don't know this all the time. Just wait. And the first one is location will be picked. I'll tell you, I'll brief you this. Guys, I was talking about these things, guys. I can give you the one e-commerce application flow. When you open Big Basket in your mobile or tablet or desktop, wherever it is, okay. First of all, guys, it will take your location. Okay, location. I think that it will take your latitude and longitude. Then only, guys, it will show you how much time it will can deliver the things to you. So this is the step number 1. And step number 2 is here you have to search some product. And once you search some product, if you click on enter, you'll get product list, guys. You'll get product list page. Nothing but this is a page, guys. PLP stands for product listing page. And from PLP, product listing page, if you click on this, guys, you'll be landing in a page called something, PDP page. PDP stands for product display page. Product display page. And from PDP to, you have a button, to add the item into the cart, correct? You have a button, to add the item into the cart, correct? So from PDP to, guys, it will move to a page called something, cart page, correct? Cart is nothing but your basket. And from cart to, right, it will go to something, order page. There you can do the payment. There, you can do the payment. And during, before the payment, I think you'll select the addresses also, correct? So that is something, we have to call it as something of checkout. So once you've done the checkout, guys, there is something, review and ratings will be there, right? Review and ratings, R&R generally we can call it as. Guys, this is something, a e-commerce application flow. So first it will take our location. Then whatever you search, from search, it will go to the PLP page. From PLP to PDP, PDP to cart, cart to order, order to pay and checkout, and pay and checkout to R&R. Guys, are you clear on this flow? Can you please confirm? Because I'm sure everyone doing this, no matter whether it is Big Basket or Amazon, whatever it is, but you guys are already did at least once. Correct? Guys, clear? Hey guys, I was little bit nervous about you. I mean everyone. Because I don't see, much acknowledgement from you guys. I was a little bit nervous. I don't see these nervous in any one of previous batches. Please guys, acknowledge quickly. I could see your charts and thumbs up symbols. Clear, right? Up to here? Can anyone please unmute? And just raise your voice.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Someone
Yes,
is,
sir.
at least you understood my. Okay, thanks, Sharon. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is what something now. Whatever the pages I explained, see, location is a one page, right? Just imagine this in your mobile. When you're selecting a location, it will show you a Google map. That's one page. Next, search is a second page. PLP is another page. PDP is another page. Cart is a one page. Order is a one more page. Checkout is a one more page. If you want to develop this all pages, guys, these all pages we have to call it as something UI pages. This all pages, guys, we have to call it as something UI pages, nothing but user interface pages. User nothing but the customer, guys. And if you want to develop the UI, guys, then you should learn front-end technologies. You should learn front-end technologies. Okay. If you want to develop these UI pages, you should learn front-end technologies. Now, I want to hear the voice from you. What are the basic front-end technologies and what is the advanced front-end technologies? Nothing but frameworks. Guys, what is the basic technologies? I just now shown you on paint. What is the basic front-end technologies? I want to hear the voice.
HTML,
CSS
CSS,
and
JavaScript.
HTML, sir.
Nice, nice. And what is the advanced or frameworks for front-end?
React Angular. React Angular, sir.
Either React or Angular or Vue. Nice, nice, buddies. Okay, super. Okay, this is what I was expected from you. Good, good. Okay, nice. Okay, now let's talk about this, guys. Yeah, guys are able to see this Milky Mist. What is this Milky Mist? Can anyone guess? Milky Mist.
Brand name.
Nice, nice. It's brand. Nothing but vendor, correct? Vendor, right? I think by default, the Milky was selected. And let me take you something, cheese. Yeah, guys, I clicked on cheese. Yeah, again, cheese, if you see, yeah, let me remove this filter. I remove this filter. I know all the cheese you can see. All the cheese you can see. Just wait. Let's see one vendor here. Yeah, guys, again, still I could see Milk Mist vendor. I don't know why this only Milk Mist is showing here. Okay, but you understood, right? This is something, a brand here, correct? Let me click on this filter also, remove this filter. Let's click on this Nandini. Guys, Nandini is also one of the brand. Now, just imagine, a brand perspective. Okay. Just imagine something, brand perspective, nothing but, vendor perspective. Assume, guys, you have one, a dairy, milk dairy. Okay, you have a milk dairy. Definitely what you will do, you will start with this big basket. Guys, observe the next 10 minutes, next 5 minutes will be very important. So what you will do is you will type with them. You will type with this big basket. And you'll ask them for one page. Okay, you'll ask one page for them. to upload your products, correct? Right? You'll ask them to upload your products. So they will give a one page to you, the big basket. Big basket, will give one page to you where you can upload your products. Right? And after that, guys, let's say if you want to review it, guys, I was talking about, just imagine you are a vendor. Okay, you have a one milk dairy. Okay, you have a one dairy farm. You have a dairy farm. You will type with the big basket, and then the big basket will give a one page to you where you can upload your products, where you can retrieve your products, right? And where you can update your products, right? You can update your products, and if the products are not selling good, you can delete the products also. Okay, I think this is all. This is all about I was explaining about a vendor perspective. A vendor perspective. Vendor nothing but the brand owner. I'm talking about a brand owner, Nandini, brand owner. So you can upload your products, right? Like milk, curd, ghee, right? Once you upload, guys, you can retrieve it and what products you uploaded it. And assume you're given a wrong offer, or you want to increase the offer, or you want to decrease the offer, right? Or you want to change it's a description, and you want to change its pack sizes, like it's not available at 250 grams, it's available for only half kg onwards. Or you want to change this base price and final price. See, 28 is maybe the base price, and 27 is of some final price. That prices you want to see change it, then guys, they'll provide a one page to you, to update your products. And assume this Shubham milk is there now. Let's say the Shubham milk getting the bad reviews, and the product is not good. So definitely what you will do as a vendor, you will delete that products. So these are the vendor prospection activities definitely that you will do. And guys, here upload products are nothing but we generally use a term called create products. Create products. Guys, here vendor doing some action, vendor doing some action regarding the products. Regarding some products. Okay. Now at the day one of vendor also, guys, I'm talking about a pure vendor. Let's say Chanti myself. I have a dairy farm. First of all, I need to create account, correct? And I myself have to create an account. And then I can retrieve my account details. I can update my account details. I can delete my account also. Actually, this is the first step I have to do, correct? Sorry, my bad. So guys, first I need to create account. Okay, in Big Basket as a vendor. And then I can retrieve my details, I can update, and I can delete, correct? This is all about, vendor's perspective, correct? Now let's talk about, guys, the customer perspective. Customer nothing but you and me, guys, now. The one who are using this Big Basket. The one who, using the, Big Basket. In a customer perspective also, if you see, yeah, you have to create a Big Basket account with your phone number. Yeah, you can retrieve your account, right? You can update your account, and you can delete your account also. I think this is all clear to you, everyone. Right? And guys, this is only customer, right? I can explain you this way so many things, guys. I can explain so many things to you this way. Wait, maybe I can take you few more things also. Let's say customer address. I'm talking about customer address. Nothing but you will generally add the address, right? In Big Basket or Amazon. So you can create your address, right? And you can retrieve your addresses, all addresses from where you did the order. You can update your address, and you can delete your address also, correct? And let's talk about a customer perspective, guys. Cart related operation. Cart. Nothing but you want to buy this Shubham milk today. You'll create a cart item. Right? And you can retrieve your all item carts, right? And you can update your cart also. Nothing but earlier you given 5 quantities, and now you want to add only 2 quantities. And you can delete your cart item also if you don't want to use it. Guys, did you observe anything common that I've explained? Around 5 use cases I explained. Did you see anything common? Did you see anything common?
CRUD, sir. CRUD.
Nice, buddy. You understood, right? CRUD now. So if you want to perform that CRUD operations, okay, if you want to perform this CRUD operations, CRUD on any model, CRUD on vendors, okay, CRUD on products, CRUD on customer, and CRUD on cart, and CRUD on address, and CRUD on payment, CRUD on order, right? So anything, guys, if you want to perform CUDA operation, you should learn databases. You should learn databases. Database is nothing but guys. Either you should learn SQL or you should learn NoSQL. So if you know SQL or NoSQL, then only guys you can perform the CUDA operations. You can perform the CUDA operations. Okay. If you want to perform CUDA operation, you should learn either SQL or NoSQL. I hope this is also makes sense, everyone. Guys, to store and process card, to store and process address, to store and process account, to store and process product, to store and process vendor, to store and process, we use databases generally. Okay, I think this is all clear, everyone. Can I get some thumbs up symbols or voice acknowledgement, please? Guys, you're clear?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice, nice. Okay. Now let me show you a few interesting things now. Let's see. So far you understood, guys. So far you understood what is front end and what are the front end technologies, right? So far. Now you understood what is databases and what is the purpose of learning databases. Now, guys, I'll be explaining something about backend. Now let me talk about something backend. Okay. Now, guys, when I click on this login or sign up button, when I click on this login or sign up button, you can see one page. Now tell me this page is designed by using front end or back end. This page is designed by using front end or back end. Guess.
Front end.
Front end.
Nice, nice front end. Okay. Now guys, give the phone number. Okay, give a phone number like this. Now, if you give a phone number or email ID, guys, if you click on continue, guess what will happen? Just guess what will happen. Ari, I'm sure you can guess, guys, what will happen if I click on continue.
OTP
OTP,
generates.
sir.
Nice. So at backend, step number step number one, first they will check whether this proper email ID or proper phone number. That's called as phone number validation or email validation. Okay, right? That is something, first validation will happen. Next, OTP is created. Next, OTP sent to your mobile or email ID. And next, immediately, guys, you will get a one more page to enter your OTP. See, at backend, three operations are happened, guys. At backend, three operations are happened, right? Step number one is validation has happened. Step number two, OTP is created. Step number three, OTP is sent to your mobile or email. Step number four, one form is given back to you. These four activities is done at backend, guys. So I think you understood now what is backend. And in backend, guys, in backend, nothing but if you want to, if you want to do that kind of logics, nothing but check the mobile number is proper or not, phone number is email ID proper or not, and then creating OTP, sending to the OTP to you. Okay, and then sending back form back to the UI. If you want to do this all, guys, then guys you should learn something Java. Guys, tell me what you need to learn in Java. I mean, in core and in advanced perspective. Tell me in core what you need to learn, and in advanced what you need to learn. Do you have this context? I think no. I'll explain. See, guys, if it is Java, in basic level, I'm talking about basic level, guys, and frameworks. Two things you need to learn, as I explained earlier, right? Basic and frameworks. Guys, when I'm talking about a front end, also I explained two things: basic concept and framework concept. In basic, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, correct? And in framework level, React or Angular or Vue.js, correct? Now, similarly, guys, in base level, you should learn core and advanced Java. Core and advanced Java. Guys, in core Java, you'll be learning fundamentals, plus you'll be learning OOPS concept. Okay, you'll be learning exception handling, and you'll be learning multi-threading, and you'll be learning something, collections. That's it. And these are the chapters, guys, you'll be learning in. I mean, you will be learning arrays and strings also. Okay, arrays and strings also. This will be your core Java syllabus. And in advanced Java, guys, you'll be learning only three things: JDBC, servlets, and JSP. Guys, to learn this all, it will definitely take you guys 2 months. And if you learn this all also, yeah, you'll not fit into the IT. I mean, you will not, eligible to write the code in projects, because no one the projects are using this basic technologies, guys. You should learn frameworks. And the frameworks, guys, yeah, again, yeah, some legacy frameworks are there. Legacy nothing but old. Guys, legacy nothing but old. Hibernate and Spring are legacy, nothing but old. Okay. And novel nothing but new, guys. Novel nothing but new. Legacy nothing but old. Novel nothing but new. In new, guys, yeah, we have something new, Spring Boot. And this Spring Boot with REST APIs are the hard cake in the market now. This is the flow of learning your backend. As I explained the 4 activities, right? Checking phone number is email ID valid or not. Create OTP, sending OTP, and giving this form back to you, right? If you want to do these all activities, this is a journey, guys. First, basic technologies, and then frameworks. Again, the frameworks, old frameworks are there. Maybe you can spend some less time here because this is also little bit will be outdated, and you should learn this Spring Boot and REST APIs only. This is a flow of your backend. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Guys,
Yes, sir.
okay, nice. I could see some voices now. Good. This is what I was expected. Okay, this is something about a backend. I'll show you some few more backends also now. Now, guys, if you see here, if I click on card, guys, if you click on card, right, you can see only card products, right? You can see only the card products. This is something you're filtering. And don't think, guys, this filtering will happen in front end. This filtering also is one backend activity. Is one backend activity. And I can show you one more also. Guys, did anybody knows this button? Anybody knows this button? Save for later. Do you know what is it? Anybody knows it?
Add to
No,
cart.
sir.
Hey, no, boy, I'm not talking about this. This one, like like button. But if you click on this, guys, save for later. Nothing but you can save it and later you can review it. Nothing but like if you click on it, it's not allowing you to click that button. It will asking you, a login. Nothing but there's a backend logic. I'm talking about a backend logic has written. That backend logic, what it will do, it will check whether you logged in or not. If you're not logged in, this button you cannot click it, guys. For only logged in user only, this button is enabled. Nothing but is also one backend activity. Okay. I just now explained 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this is the 5th one activity. One example I was giving. Now let me click on add. So guys, one product is added now. This occurred. Let me click on one more time. One more time. Let's see, guys, what will happen. Let's see. 10 products are added. 11 are added. 12 are added, right? Let me click on one more. See, guys, if I click on one more, it's not going to be adding. See, you're getting one error. See, you cannot add more than 12 quantities of this product. Nothing but this is also one backend activity. Actually, in my previous company, I worked a few months in this project, so I know this front end and both backend. So that on that context I was explaining. So this is also one backend activity. So if you want to do this backend activity, you should learn your backend technology is nothing but Java. I hope everyone clear now. Purpose of learning front end, purpose of learning backend, and purpose of learning DB. Is all good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the one more mystery thing that you need to know, guys, DevOps. Right, sir, what DevOps guys will do generally. Right. So now you understood front-end developer, right? Front-end developers write some logics. Right? Front-end developers write some logics. Front-end developers will write some logic. And this logic is written by? Hey guys, this logic is written by? I'm talking about technologies. Which technologies they need to use? Front-end logics. Right. We just now learn it. No. This logic.
HTML, CSS, or Angular or React.
You should say, sir, either Reactor or Angular or. And now backend. And backend people also will write some logics. This logic is written by?
Python or Java.
Nice. Python or Java. Correct. Guys, here, one more thing that I forgot to explain. A backend, nothing but two languages, guys, you should learn it. Two languages. Backend, nothing. Backend, nothing but two languages you should learn it. Language one is nothing but programming language. Okay, programming language, nothing but Java or Python or Kotlin. Language two is nothing but SQL or NoSQL. Okay, SQL or NoSQL, guys. Two things I forgot. So don't think that again SQL and NoSQL is a separate portion. So this is a combination Java with SQL, Java with NoSQL. It's the combination. Okay, so backend developer nothing but that guy should know this both. That guy should know both. Okay, so this is something what I was talking about. Now, guys, wait, yeah. So the front end developer will write the logic in their laptop, and backend people write the code in their laptop. Definitely, they'll give one laptop to you, right? So a laptop, nothing but simply it consists a hard disk, right? Okay, and it consists something RAM, right? It consists something operating system, and it consists something processor. Guys, I think everyone knows this, correct? Everyone, have a context on this, correct? Yeah, hard is nothing but your memory, right? RAM is nothing but yeah, it is a primary memory we can say, right? And operating system and processor. And similarly, yeah, the same may be laptop configuration given to the backend people also. Now, guys, once you write your logics here, once I'm talking about the code, guys, here, I'm talking about the code. Now, if a task is given to you, you'll start writing the code. It could be a front end or back end. Correct? Now you write your code in your laptop. Okay, so you write your code in your laptop, and if you execute it your code in your laptop, is that customer can use that feature? Assume you're a developer of Big Basket. Just imagine. Okay, you're a developer of Big Basket. Okay. Now you return some logic in your laptop. Okay, one of the feature you return your code. And once you executed your code in your laptop, is a customer can see that feature? I mean, can access that feature?
No, sir.
Okay, you return the code in your laptop and you tested in your laptop. But how this customers can, access that features? No, right? So this code, whatever the front end code and back end code is there now, that front end and back end code, guys, should be deployed into machines, should be deployed into some machines. So this is guys the pink color which I've written something. This is one mission I'll be taking. This is something one mission I'll be taking. A mission nothing but I can you can consider as a laptop, but it is not there in your. I mean, it is not there physically. It is there in the cloud, guys. It is there in in the cloud. Okay, so in the cloud, let's assume, guys, this big basket developed by this big basket is not developed by example, guys. Example, the Amazon company, Amazon company creating this. I should not say Amazon. Let's say, guys, Chanti. Just an example you can take. Chanti is one guy. He has so much of money. Okay, and he want to construct one application like like a big basket. Now, definitely, what he will do, he need to he need to consult one IT company. Let's say, guys, he consulted one IT company something a TCS example. So Chanti is a owner, and he will talk to the TCS guys, and TCS guys will give in a team, and the team guys, the front end team will be there, and the back end team will be there. Okay, and the DevOps team will be there. DevOps team will be there, and yeah, the QA team will be there. QA team will be there. These kind of structures will be there. Okay. Now here, guys, the context is front end developer write the logics in their laptop. Front end back end developer write the logic in their laptop. Now this Chanti has to buy a system on rental. He has to take a system on rental. You may have a doubt, sir, why they need to take the system on rental. Yeah, I'll explain, guys, why this Chanti need to take a system on rental in the cloud. In the cloud, guys, in the cloud only they need to take it. You're staying on one apartment, guys. You're staying in one apartment, or let's say in village perspective also you can consider one marriage. We want to. I mean, one marriage function is there, and we have to construct that. We have to celebrate that marriage. There are two things will be there. One is everything we have to build from scratch. Correct. The stages, the hospitality, the food section, everything manually how to take it, guys. Right. And the second thing is just take a rental. I mean, just take no rental of any function of. If you take a functional rental, then everything is ready-made available there. Right? For 1 day, 2 days, yeah, you have to pay something and you can use it, correct? So similarly, guys, now I'm talking about this use case, guys. You are a front-end developer. You'll write some logic and you test that logic in your laptop, correct? Testing nothing but you are a single user accessing that application, correct? Similarly, backend also, you'll write some logic and you'll test it and you are a single user. You understood, right? What I mean by single user? But when Big Basket comes to life, this Big Basket application is used by lakhs of people, crores of people, correct? Crores of people can use this Big Basket, correct? Now, if one user want to test, then a limited hard disk, limited RAM, limited processor is enough. But if the application used by crores of people, nothing but millions of people, then this hard disk is not sufficient, right? So what is your hard disk? If I ask you, maybe you can tell 1 TB, right? 1 TB, right? Maybe you have 500 GB, correct? And maybe if I ask what is RAM, maybe you can say, you have 16 GB or maybe, 32 GB. But for real-time application like Big Basket or Book My Show, that RAM or that hard disk, that processor won't sufficient, guys. So you need a huge infrastructure, correct? Right? You need a huge hard disk. Maybe that can store the data in PBs or YBs, guys. I don't know whether you know this memory hierarchy. First we'll have kilobytes, then megabytes, and then gigabytes, then terabytes, then petabytes, then terabytes, then petabytes, then yottabytes, then zettabytes. So that zettabyte of hard disk, or let's say 64 GB, 128 GB RAM, that will very very cost expensive. This Chanti buying this hard disk and buying this RAM will take more expensive task for it. Then what Chanti can do? He talked to like functional. I mean, we just now expect, right? Taking the functionals in rental. Similarly, what this Chanti need to do is he need to talk with either AWS or Azure or GCP. Guys, these are like you can consider functional simply. So Chanti has to go to AWS and Chanti need to give the configuration. Hey, I need something 1024 petabyte hard disk. Okay, and I need maybe 512 GB RAM, 512 TB RAM maybe, and I need multiple processors. That way, Chanti can give the configuration to either AWS or Azure or GCP. Then guys, they people give this machines rental to this Chanti, and this machines is given to the TCS people, and the TCS team can use that machines and they can do the deployment. Then only our logic features will be used by the customers, guys. That's the picture where DevOps will come into the picture. So these DevOps people, guys, what these DevOps people will do? These DevOps people, wait, these DevOps people, simply what they will do is they'll take our code. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
So what these DevOps people will do, they will take our front-end code and they will take our back-end code. Now you have a doubt, sir, how they will take the code? Are they give the pen drives? No. Generally, if you want to transfer that, we use pen drive, right? In our olden days. But now, sir, how these DevOps people will take this code from front end and back end? Yeah. In between, guys, in between, some tools will be there. One of the tool you have to learn, the tool is something, repository tool. The repository tool is nothing but like, GitHub. The GitHub. Again, it's a cloud. In the cloud, our source code will be stored. The repositories, nothing but our source codes will be saved into the cloud. And these DevOps people take the code from this repository and guys deploy this code into the machines, guys. So this is a cloud machine, and who will give this cloud machine? Either AWS or Azure or GCP. So these DevOps people every day what they will do? They will take our code and they do the development in this code. And once the code is deployed in this machine, from here onwards, guys, customers from here onwards, guys, customers can use a big basket live application. This is something, guys, what DevOps people will do. These are the customers, guys. These are, the customers, the one who are using this big basket application. I hope at least you understood what is DevOps people will do generally. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So guys, I'm done with this. I think whatever I have, targeted today, I think I covered all. So maybe I'll quickly just go through just quickly show you the summary. This is what I have explained. What is the purpose of learning front end? Guys, what is the purpose of learning front end? What kind of pages you can develop? Guys, what kind of pages you can develop? As I explained, right? UI pages you can develop.
Login
Okay.
page.
Yes. You remember UI pages are nothing more. I explained some pages, no? Location page, search page, PDP page, PLB page, cart page, checkout page. Okay, they're all pages, guys. Now, what is the purpose of learning backend? Guys, you remember I explained server-side logics. You can write server-side logics. Nothing but creating OTP, generating OTP, and sending OTP to your mobile number, validating phone number. Right? That's all, server-side validations. And what is the purpose of learning databases? I explained, no?
Storing purpose.
Yeah, store and process. And in simple time, I've explained CRUD operation, right? What is CRUD?
Create,
Retrieve.
Create, retrieve, update, delete.
Yeah, from tomorrow onwards, guys, you will be learning this all. From tomorrow onwards, guys, we will be starting this databases. So you should not wonder that why you need to learn databases. Databases purpose is to store and process. Store and process nothing but you can perform the CRUD operations. Okay. And what is the purpose of learning DevOps? And what DevOps people will do? Guys, what the DevOps people will do?
They deploy code in the server, sir.
Correct. They'll take the code from front end and back end and from the repositories, and they'll deploy that code into the cloud machines. So who will give the machines in the cloud on rental? Guys, who will give the machines rental on the cloud?
Amazon or Google.
Yes,
AWS, Azure,
Google.
AWS, Azure,
Yes, you're absolutely correct. I hope everyone you understood, right? What is full stack developer now?
yes, sir.
Guys, good. Guys, do you have any questions? I'm done. That's what I have planned today. So do you have any questions? Yeah, guys, you can feel free to use the chat. And I mean, I can't read your name also. If you give any questions, yeah, I cannot read your names, but definitely I'll address your questions. Do you have any questions? Guys, feel free to use the chat, please. Do you have any questions? Which companies you're working now? Yeah, I'm working in HCL, Prashant. Yeah. It's a service based. Teaching from Bangalore. No. I'm in Hyderabad only. Okay. Yeah. Guys, is anything else? Because you can take my 5 minutes. I'll be sharing this drive notes to Soumya ma'am. I think she will give it to a Google Drive link. There you can find these notes and the Zoom recorded session link. Okay. Yeah. If no queries, guys, I think we can wrap up. Okay. And yeah, from tomorrow we'll see the continuation of your SQL. Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good day. Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir.